Hey, Chris Liepe here with why your tongue gets tense when you sing, and a quick reset exercise to help you untense it and sing tension-free with your tongue. La 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 la. Please like and subscribe to the channel and turn those notifications on. And if you want to go way deeper with your voice with exercises kind of like this, but a lot more in depth, click the link below and join my free voice course. And I'll help you discover things about your voice you never thought possible. All right, so we have to think about what our tongue is used for other than singing to figure out why the tongue tenses up so much and so naturally when we start to sing. We use our tongue to swallow. We use our tongue to help move food around. We use our tongue to help us pronounce words. None of these natural tasks for the tongue have anything to do with holding out long notes or holding out anything. The tongue is responsible in speech for forming consonants, helping to form vowels, helping to moderate airflow at the very tip of the tongue for the formation of words. But in our natural speaking voice, once it's made contact, when I say words, once it's made contact with the roof of our mouth or touched our soft palate, it's done. We let the rest of the thing happen. We let the rest of the air come out. We vocalize with our vocal cords to create the sound. In essence, the tongue comes in real quick for a job and then gets out of the way. It does this naturally. The problem is the tongue is the most nosy part of our vocal tract. Well, actually not. The nose is you get what I mean. It is always inserting itself when we start to sing into more than it needs to be. It's trying to play a bigger role than it should. This happens because we tend to go into a bit of a freeze frame mode with this area of our body when we sing, especially when we sing challenging things. Follow me here. If I sing the note, like that, but I attach a definitive consonant and vowel to it, like this, ta, or let's go, t. If you pay attention to what your tongue does, well, it hit the roof of my mouth with the T, and then it helped form that vowel, which a lot more help on forming vowels in my vocal course. Our tongue did the consonant and then it helped form the vowel. We tend to transfer energy that our tongue used, and we try to hold it in place. Now, if I try to talk with as much tension as my tongue is holding right now from when I finished making that vowel, I can't do anything right. Just doesn't work at all. Tongue is frozen, and I tensed my tongue. If you don't believe me that you do this, say T and then think about what your tongue is doing. Inch higher in your pitch and follow the tongue tension up. T, 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 T. Yeah, and then start it and try to talk with the stiffness that is in your tongue. It sneaks in. Our tongue needs to form the consonant, help with the vowel, and get out of the way. That's what needs to happen. If the positioning or the lingering occurs, we have a stiff tongue. And every single vocalist I've ever worked with has complained about stiff tongue syndrome. Here's how we get rid of it. Here's how we encourage the tongue to form the consonant, help with the vowel, get out of the way, and let the rest of the vocal tract do its thing. A simple and very silly exercise. We're going to start with this idea of joining a consonant to a vowel. But we're going to start with the word la. La. We're going to pay special attention to what our voice does with it. Now, if I say la, like I just did, I am putting my tongue up at the top of my mouth, behind the top of my teeth. La. La. And it's a fair amount of effort that it takes for my tongue to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to intentionally, as soon as I release the la, the la, I'm gonna make my tongue as limp and as loose as possible, and I'm actually gonna put it out of my mouth. This, we would never probably want to sing this way, but if we start thinking this way, and you can see really good singers do this when they go high, their tongue comes out of their mouth just a little bit. This is something that's gonna bleed into your actual singing, even though what we're doing right now is very silly. La, la. So I'm going to intensify the la. I'm tensing my tongue with the and then la, really letting it go limp, like this. La, la. Now, you can't possibly have your tongue like that and be you can see the tension in my tongue if out and I'm tensing it. Right? So, la, la. Then, ta, ta. We're releasing tongue tension. Ta, ta, la. La. But it gets better. We are going to attach this to music. I have a backing track that I'm going to sing ta and la over with some other improvisational sorts of things. And I'm going to go through the mental exercise of tensing my tongue and releasing my tongue so that I can feel what it's like to successfully form that consonant in the vowel. I'm also going to move vowels around and end in a place of rest with my tongue. If you do this regularly, especially when you feel like your tongue is getting in the way of your vocal performance, it acts as a mental reset and a physical muscular reset as well. It's simple, but so many people don't do this. They just sit there and go, why is my tongue tense? Why does my tongue feel like it's getting in the way? We need to call it out for what it's doing. It's being a nosy tongue. It doesn't need to linger. It needs to get out of the way. So we are practicing, relaxing, and getting our tongue out of the way. La, 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 relax. La, ta, 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 get out of the way. La, 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 ta, 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 la, ta, 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 la, ta, ta, ta. Now, let's add some singing. La, 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 la. Let's experiment with different vowels now. T2, T2. Even though I say two, I gotta get my tongue out of there. T2. My tongue is tense at the beginning, and as I'm holding out the tongue is loose. That is very important to remember. The tongue is intentionally intense and tense at the beginning of the word, and as the note is held out, we work on making the tongue as disengaged as possible. It's not that it's relaxed the whole time. It's disengaged when we start holding out notes. Because remember, with normal speech, we don't just go, ah! With speech, we don't do that. With normal speech, we don't do that. With swallowing, it's a single action and it gets out of the way. Our tongue wants to be a part of those held out notes, but we're telling it no with this exercise. So key to remember that. You're going to find that there's going to be all sorts of middle grounds you're going to discover. You're also going to find that sometimes when you're trying to get your tongue out of the way, you end up tensing your jaw. So keep that in mind. Sticking your tongue out should not have your jaw be tensed. We need to have an extra buffer there, where if you start feeling jaw tension because you're trying to relax your tongue, focus your energy on the very tip of your tongue that's relaxed. That will help you not get into the jaw-tongue tug-of-war. Try this. Once you've done it even a few times, when you're singing for real and you feel tongue tension creep in, you'll be able to go to this very quickly and get rid of that tongue tension. Put the tongue back in the place it's supposed to be. Let it fulfill its role well without getting in the way. Again, if you'd like more tips like this, click the link below and join my free voice course. Again, please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you for more.